Video journal entry 50, December 14th, 2025. Oh my gosh, 2 more video journal entries left of the year. This is so crazy. The week flew by. And my birthday's like snuck up on me. My birthday's coming up. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck? I feel like the older you get, time goes by faster. I might have talked about this before, I'm not sure, but like, it's like the more years you have behind you, time seems to go by faster. Like when you're young and you're like 14, let's say you're 14, you probably have like 7 to 9 years behind you that you can really remember, kind of sort of remember, versus like when you're 28, you have like 20 years behind you that you can remember, which is crazy. I'm gonna be 20. I'm gonna be 28. Oh my gosh. I'm not really I'm not the type of person that's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting older in that sense, but I like aging makes me feel some way in regards to the fact that like I'm not where I want to be in life. Oh man, I'm looking at this pile of clay that I forgot to wedge back up and it's super hard. I'm like, dang it. Okay, whatever. But like that's how aging like affects me. Not in the sense of how patriarchy instills in you to like fear aging, because let me tell you, I be outside. I've been outside and like, when you see older women in themselves, some women grow old, they don't find themselves. Look, and you can tell when they don't. You can tell when them old ass hags are still living in who knows what type of reality. But like older women that are like living life and enjoying themselves, it's like, oh, they tried to hide you from me, huh? But I see you, I found you, and I just love it. Like, like ever since I was young, I always wanted to be a silver fox. Like I couldn't wait to have my naturally gray hair. But alas, but when it comes to aging, I just think about like not being where I want to be in life. They say it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. But alas, like I have tunnel vision. I have things that I want, and that's how aging affects me. But alas, it is what it is. My birthday's coming up. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. I feel like I never really do enough for my birthday sometimes. I feel like more recently though, I've been taking trips close to my birthday. Like last year, my Japan trip, that was kind of close to my birthday, so it was like a little late birthday gift, which is nice, I guess. Like I feel like I rarely like do stuff for my birthday. I've been trying to like go to dinner at least sometimes, but I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. It's gonna be on my part-time schedule, so I'll have more time to enjoy. But I'm thinking about maybe going on another ski trip, to be honest with you, and that'll be like a late birthday gift, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this week I caught my first fish. I'm so excited. It was a little baby perch. Like I feel like I have mentioned that I have been fishing, and like I started. This is like my 5th time attempting to fish, and I finally caught one. Like I had it set. I was like, I knew what rig I was gonna use. I knew what type of bait I was gonna use, and then I knew like the location that the fish were gonna be at. And I caught one. And funnily enough though, there was this dude that was fishing next to me, and he gave me a piece of fish shrimp, and I added shrimp to my artificial. Bam! I caught a fish, which is really exciting. I tried to go back out yesterday to catch more, but it was not yesterday, but like the day before yesterday. And it was, yesterday morning, and it was freezing cold. Like my hands were starting to hurt. Like I was getting a little scared because my hands was like hurting, bro. I didn't catch any fish yesterday though. I feel like it was probably too cold for even a fish, but I was so excited about that. I feel like it's very interesting, like how you can like start something new, do something simple and start something new, and like your life feels like it's changing a little bit in a way. So I feel like hobbies are like that, which I found it interesting with fishing. I feel like fishing it's like so canon for me because I mentioned my siren covers, right? And I feel like I wasn't even thinking about that when I was going to fishing, but like I guess maybe all in my mind it was connecting in a way, because there's some things I wanted to do for like that whole siren ordeal. So like being, I think, a little bit more in proximity to the fishing community would be like really useful, because there's actually a little segment that I want to do. So it's actually kind of funny how this all comes together. And even before I was like thinking about fishing, I remember I said a line in my song Blue Daisies. I was like, 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. And like it's just kind of funny how like things work out that way. But fishing has been fun. I don't know how long I'll be over infatuated with it. I'm like super infatuated. I'm hyper fixated on fishing right now. Like I've been watching hella fishing videos and stuff like that. But I'll see how long it's gonna last. I feel like once I catch like a really big fish, I'll be able to like ease myself. But it's kind of weird too. At the same time, as I'm interested in fishing, I feel like the more I learn about fish, and like lately I watched a video about how to ethically kill a fish, and I saw another video about like the struggles of the life of a perch. I feel sad. I feel sad. I know like people have been fishing and eating for like ever in a day, but still I just feel sad. I'm sorry, little fishies. So I mean, I just feel sad when I think about it. And those videos did not help at all, but it's still fun. I guess there's ways in nature you try to like tell yourself, but alas. What else have I been thinking about? I think those are my main things for this week. Last week, child, I fell asleep. I posted my first video entry that was not on a Sunday. Even when I was in Japan, I was still posting on Sunday. I guess somewhere in the world, I'm going to tell myself that it was Sunday, because I literally went online to like see how many places it's still considered Sunday. But literally, I was so tired. I was literally downloading the video from Final Cut Pro, and I guess I dozed off. And next thing you know, I woke up and it was like 12. I was like, well, and it's crazy too, because literally I set an alarm to film the video, but I didn't set an alarm to make sure like I woke up on like just in case I fell asleep while editing. I didn't think about that, but yeah. I felt a little sad, but like I said, I kind of like gave it off to myself. And plus, like, it was like I said to myself that this is my first weekend or my first official week with like my part-time schedule, so we'll just chalk it off as like a little quirky little, a little quirky little thing in my series of my video journals. But man, I can't believe the year is wrapping up. How about the week? The year is wrapping up. We'll get there when we get there. Hoping for the best next year. I ain't gonna put too many expectations on it. I'm gonna try my best. But yeah, that's it for me today. Nothing too much to yap about. It's kind of cold down here in my room. The heat kind of has a hard time coming through the vents downstairs. Don't know why. But yeah, that's it for me. See you next week. Oh, my mood wise, I'm above the middle ground. Catching that fish, I'm like way up here this week. Even though the week wasn't necessarily like the most perfect this week, I was having some struggles with like internally this week, but still, I caught a fish today. That's how I'm gonna catch my goals and dreams and all my ambitions, and that's how I'm gonna catch my success. Like I caught that fish. But yeah, that's it for me this week. See you next week. Bye.